Is he a 2-week-old shepherd? Is he a 2-week-old shepherd? Coffee. Coffee. Does she like to dance? Does she like to dance? I can learn by myself. I can learn by myself. The house is beyond the limits of possibility. The house is beyond the limits of possibility. Perfect day for a picnic. Perfect day for a picnic. They are no longer philosophers. They are no longer philosophers. Stairs. Stairs. He fixed the broken computer. He fixed the broken computer. I have a lot of satisfaction. I have a lot of satisfaction. How do you make a living? How do you make a living? Can you help me with these bags? Can you help me with these bags? If you want it done right, you have to do it yourself. If you want it done right, you have to do it yourself. He likes to swim in the ocean. He likes to swim in the ocean. Do they usually play games? Do they usually play games? Both of us. Both of us. He was able to accept the job offer. He was able to accept the job offer. Have you designed it now? Have you designed it now? What do you think is the problem? What do you think is the problem? Ready to start the meeting? Ready to start the meeting? I found a rare coin in my collection. I found a rare coin in my collection. Can the industrialist be annual? Can the industrialist be annual? To do. To do. I'm not sure if I'm the right person for you. I'm not sure if I'm the right person for you. They love to travel and explore new places. They love to travel and explore new places. How much money do I have? How much money do I have? We will send it to you after today. We will send it to you after today. You were dressing. You were dressing. What would you like to do? What would you like to do? Now he can be an illusionist. Now he can be an illusionist. He convinced me. He convinced me. I would like to draw your attention to this table. I would like to draw your attention to this table. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? In his spare time, he enjoys playing tennis and golf. In his spare time, he enjoys playing tennis and golf. I see no reason why we shouldn't work together. I see no reason why we shouldn't work together. The gas station is just ahead. The gas station is just ahead. Sometimes we didn't get along. Sometimes we didn't get along. You should not serve after 1 minute. You should not serve after 1 minute. We did not create. We did not create. They don't become hairdressers every year. They don't become hairdressers every year. These books are all mine. These books are all mine. If you don't hurry, we'll miss the bus. If you don't hurry, we'll miss the bus. They are not eaten every year. They are not eaten every year. The sun is shining brightly. The sun is shining brightly. We should avoid consuming processed foods. We should avoid consuming processed foods. Is my grandfather a boxer? Is my grandfather a boxer? Sorry, I didn't understand what you said. Sorry, I didn't understand what you said. His half-brother is a blacksmith. His half-brother is a blacksmith. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. First we will separate some parts. Then I will map each part with a developer. So, developers start coding after planning. First we will separate some parts. Then I will map each part with a developer. So, developers start coding after planning. He blamed himself for not working hard enough. He blamed himself for not working hard enough. Can you help me please? Can you help me please? They should not be suspicious. They should not be suspicious. 2 seconds later? 2 seconds later? What happened to your husband? What happened to your husband? His stepdaughters were housewives. His stepdaughters were housewives. It's hard not to know. But I know it's a process. It's hard not to know. But I know it's a process. I have too much kindness. I have too much kindness. Excuse me, where is the toilet? Excuse me, where is the toilet? The legacy of his leadership inspired his team. The legacy of his leadership inspired his team. We will attend the conference next year. We will attend the conference next year. They could not sleep. They could not sleep. Tommy thinks with his brain and John thinks with his heart. Tommy thinks with his brain and John thinks with his heart. The actors will shoot the movie on location next month. The actors will shoot the movie on location next month. You were organized. You were organized. They can read books in different languages. They can read books in different languages. He disciplined himself to get up early. He disciplined himself to get up early. I took a bath after a tiring day. I took a bath after a tiring day. Shouldn't he be a hematologist after 4 years? Shouldn't he be a hematologist after 4 years? Wouldn't he touch? Wouldn't he touch? I need some information about the project. I need some information about the project. They have to finish their homework before they go to play. They have to finish their homework before they go to play. How much? How much? He was a factory worker 1 week ago. He was a factory worker 1 week ago. Can't I finish then? Can't I finish then? Normally we can do manicure. Normally we can do manicure. Black shoes are smaller than brown ones. Black shoes are smaller than brown ones. The event will take place next week. The event will take place next week. Can it be successful? Can it be successful? Drink some more wine. Drink some more wine. Baloney. Baloney. Many trees fell after that storm. Many trees fell after that storm. The red dress is more elegant than the black one. The red dress is more elegant than the black one. Sometimes we cook dinner together. Sometimes we cook dinner together. The movie was watched by millions of people. The movie was watched by millions of people. He is too stubborn to admit that he is wrong. He is too stubborn to admit that he is wrong. He took a different route and avoided heavy traffic as a result. He took a different route and avoided heavy traffic as a result. We were very impressed by his speech. We were very impressed by his speech. Why don't you answer my calls? Asked. Why don't you answer my calls? Asked. I shouldn't have brought a baby like that into your life. I shouldn't have brought a baby like that into your life. Do you know the guy who fixed our roof? Do you know the guy who fixed our roof? Was his grandfather an acrobat? Was his grandfather an acrobat? Manners. Manners. Was your uncle a trainer? Was your uncle a trainer? They were playing basketball in the gym. They were playing basketball in the gym. He learned to swim. He learned to swim. Do you enjoy these office parties? Do you enjoy these office parties? You rarely get over it. You rarely get over it. I won't go out if it's scary. I won't go out if it's scary. You must arrive at the meeting on time. You must arrive at the meeting on time. The students prepared for the presentation all week. The students prepared for the presentation all week. It wouldn't last year. It wouldn't last year. Should we lead every day? Should we lead every day? She wouldn't cry for a week. She wouldn't cry for a week. It's a popular cafe. It's a popular cafe. Wouldn't it connect? Wouldn't it connect? You were attacking. You were attacking. By the end of the summer I will have learned to swim. By the end of the summer I will have learned to swim. Pan. Pan. Do you have a boarding pass? Do you have a boarding pass? Civil rights are important to all citizens. Civil rights are important to all citizens. Later. Later. We will diversify. We will diversify. Is our spouse a paramedic? Is our spouse a paramedic? Can you get me some food? Can you get me some food? Can I have a glass of water, please? Can I have a glass of water, please? He did not study for the exam and failed as a result. He did not study for the exam and failed as a result. I had breakfast. I had breakfast. You will miss me when you leave school. You will miss me when you leave school. Who helps us? Who helps us? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Schools are closed if it snows a lot. Schools are closed if it snows a lot. We paint weekly. We paint weekly. I'm asking my girlfriend out. I'm asking my girlfriend out. Can't he get? Can't he get? We want 4 tickets, please. We want 4 tickets, please. Don't we need to wash dishes often? Don't we need to wash dishes often? Is there a pharmacy nearby? Is there a pharmacy nearby? We've been meeting here every Monday for the past year. We've been meeting here every Monday for the past year. The English language has many interesting vocabulary. The English language has many interesting vocabulary. Then they will play 4 in the morning. Then they will play 4 in the morning. Didn't I give a job? Didn't I give a job? He likes to watch movies on weekends. He likes to watch movies on weekends. He got his diploma and started working after that. He got his diploma and started working after that. We're going by train, right? We're going by train, right? His friend is an inventor. His friend is an inventor. I wish I hadn't lost your phone. I wish I hadn't lost your phone. It's like you'll have learned in 2 months. It's like you'll have learned in 2 months. Renewable in 1 afternoon. Renewable in 1 afternoon. My parents will retire next year. My parents will retire next year. Can I ask for some help? Can I ask for some help? You should not appreciate at noon. You should not appreciate at noon. He is too focused on his own goals to care about others. He is too focused on his own goals to care about others. His sisters are missionaries. His sisters are missionaries. Was produced every day. Was produced every day. Do you sell fresh meat and poultry? Do you sell fresh meat and poultry? Shouldn't he forget every week? Shouldn't he forget every week? Identification. Identification. Can you pick me up from the airport? Can you pick me up from the airport? Believe it or not. Believe it or not. I have to lobby every month. I have to lobby every month. We shouldn't imply every year. We shouldn't imply every year. His friends are psychologists. His friends are psychologists. I don't know. How do I tell? I don't know. How do I tell? I am very impressed. I am very impressed. He is more confident in his abilities. He is more confident in his abilities. They knew about the surprise party in advance. They knew about the surprise party in advance. Didn't you do the occasional funeral? Didn't you do the occasional funeral? We were studying English grammar for the exam. We were studying English grammar for the exam. Right. Right. I have a loan in the city. I have a loan in the city. I am tired. I am tired. Then 3 in the morning would not share. Then 3 in the morning would not share. The amount of money in the bank account is decreasing. The amount of money in the bank account is decreasing. Can't you create it later? Can't you create it later? It will dive in 2 nights. It will dive in 2 nights. Is her stepdaughter a cop? Is her stepdaughter a cop? Shouldn't they be night watchmen after 3 midnight? Shouldn't they be night watchmen after 3 midnight? Can you drop me off at the airport? Can you drop me off at the airport? Was your brother-in-law playing the lead role? Was your brother-in-law playing the lead role? If I had known about the sale, I would have bought new clothes. If I had known about the sale, I would have bought new clothes. Formations. Formations. 5 years ago he could have suspected. 5 years ago he could have suspected. If you want we can start. If you want we can start. Can I return a broken product? Can I return a broken product? Is her stepdaughter a potter? Is her stepdaughter a potter? Indispensable. Indispensable. Didn't he make a sound before? Didn't he make a sound before? Kind of load scenario. Kind of load scenario. Do you offer sugar-free desserts? Do you offer sugar-free desserts? Were their mother-in-laws naturalists? Were their mother-in-laws naturalists? Don't I wake up after 3 weeks? Don't I wake up after 3 weeks? There were too many people at the concert. There were too many people at the concert. It can kill after 5 nights. It can kill after 5 nights. Then it wouldn't go into 4 in the morning. Then it wouldn't go into 4 in the morning. The clock on the wall is ticking. The clock on the wall is ticking. Who did you see? Who did you see? They have to wear uniforms at school. They have to wear uniforms at school. Did you care a minute ago? Did you care a minute ago? Despite the criticism, she continued to follow her dreams. Despite the criticism, she continued to follow her dreams. He is not only a teacher but also a mentor. He is not only a teacher but also a mentor. Were their husbands stylists? Were their husbands stylists? How much is your speed? How much is your speed? With. I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Then they are followed. Then they are followed. Should not see. Should not see. You work daily. You work daily. The concert has been postponed to next week. The concert has been postponed to next week. I told you everything about me. I told you everything about me. She needs to practice singing for the audition. She needs to practice singing for the audition. Do they always have to blame? Do they always have to blame? We are waiting for your reply. We are waiting for your reply. I can't believe. I can't believe. 4 weeks later I'm laughing. 4 weeks later I'm laughing. Continue. Continue. Was your daughter an orthopedist? Was your daughter an orthopedist? My family visited my grandparents. My family visited my grandparents. The party is on July 25th. The party is on July 25th. Announces every day. Announces every day. Won't you be a stewardess for 10 years? Won't you be a stewardess for 10 years? Cake. Cake. Always understandable. Always understandable. Let me take a look at my schedule and get back to you. Let me take a look at my schedule and get back to you. If you don't stop talking, I will leave the room. If you don't stop talking, I will leave the room. Can he return every day? Can he return every day? Did it support the day before? Did it support the day before? The chef is preparing a delicious meal. The chef is preparing a delicious meal. They should not play after an hour. They should not play after an hour. Students are discussing a topic. Students are discussing a topic. The reason for his absence was unclear. The reason for his absence was unclear. If it's cold, I won't go out. If it's cold, I won't go out. That's a bunch of lies. That's a bunch of lies. Can I have extra croutons with my salad? Can I have extra croutons with my salad? We're going to watch a movie later this evening. We're going to watch a movie later this evening. They are going to school. They are going to school. My father asked me for some wood. My father asked me for some wood. Can I have my steak cooked medium rare, please? Can I have my steak cooked medium rare, please? I will be brave. I will be brave. I would change. I would change. Was I drinking 1 week ago? Was I drinking 1 week ago? Words. Words. But during the time we worked, it mostly did the front-end work. But during the time we worked, it mostly did the front-end work. Workers were repairing the old building. Workers were repairing the old building. I think traveling is more educational than staying at home. I think traveling is more educational than staying at home. Were his grandparents comedians? Were his grandparents comedians? I noted. I noted. This is against the law. This is against the law. Should they be archaeologists? Should they be archaeologists? The company will expand its operations. The company will expand its operations. You should be hopeful. You should be hopeful. There is a trash can under the table. There is a trash can under the table. Do you like going to the beach? Do you like going to the beach? My hotel was in a rundown area. My hotel was in a rundown area. The new movie is more exciting than the previous one. The new movie is more exciting than the previous one. I have to go to school. I have to go to school. Is this the correct museum way? Is this the correct museum way? Convert. Convert. We are listening carefully. We are listening carefully. 5 p.m. cannot judge. 5 p.m. cannot judge. Then they are followed. Then they are followed. If he had a guitar, he would play in a band. If he had a guitar, he would play in a band. We had been shopping for hours when we finally found the perfect gift. We had been shopping for hours when we finally found the perfect gift. They visited Australia twice. They visited Australia twice. Despite the difficulties, they never lost their hope. Despite the difficulties, they never lost their hope. How comfortable. How comfortable. Won't you include it in the twilight? Won't you include it in the twilight? What is your contact number? What is your contact number? Personally, I believe it. Personally, I believe it. He called his mother. He called his mother. How long have you been married? How long have you been married? I'm a naughty boy and I never clean my room. I'm a naughty boy and I never clean my room. The dishwasher is full, can you empty it? The dishwasher is full, can you empty it? I don't notice anything special about the current situation. I don't notice anything special about the current situation. Do they stretch after 2 hours? Do they stretch after 2 hours? Were your grandchildren servants? Were your grandchildren servants? Should I not go after 4 weeks? Should I not go after 4 weeks? Weren't they ignored next year? Weren't they ignored next year? Are our children assistants? Are our children assistants? Weren't they the postman 3 hours ago? Weren't they the postman 3 hours ago? To be continued. To be continued. Let's shuffle the cards and get started. Let's shuffle the cards and get started. We'll start a war. We'll start a war. Maybe we should do more research. Maybe we should do more research. Update process of rollout file. Update process of rollout file. He should have returned the book in time. He should have returned the book in time. Why did you move to this city? Because of job opportunities. Why did you move to this city? Because of job opportunities. Were our brothers civil servants? Were our brothers civil servants? We must act quickly. We must act quickly. The sound from the kitchen made him curious. The sound from the kitchen made him curious. Can predict 10 years. Can predict 10 years. We had the plumber fix the leaking pipe. We had the plumber fix the leaking pipe. The bus was very comfortable. The bus was very comfortable. Shouldn't you be? Shouldn't you be? Can finish the project on time. Can finish the project on time. Can you recommend a good coffee brand? Can you recommend a good coffee brand? When the game is over, I will have watched my team win. When the game is over, I will have watched my team win. Monitor cable. Monitor cable. Can it continue into the sunset? Can it continue into the sunset? He will play football. He will play football. Should we serve weekly? Should we serve weekly? I don't notice anything special about the current situation. I don't notice anything special about the current situation. I wish I had learned a second language at school. I wish I had learned a second language at school. Indispensable. Indispensable. My sister was a hydrologist. My sister was a hydrologist. He goes to the library every week. He goes to the library every week. How to prepare the fish of the day. How to prepare the fish of the day. He played not only football but also basketball in high school. He played not only football but also basketball in high school. Can't meet at noon. Can't meet at noon. I'm disappointed, so I'm going home. I'm disappointed, so I'm going home. He hung the picture on the wall. He hung the picture on the wall. Here is your milk. Here is your milk. Should not threaten every day. Should not threaten every day. He is married. He is married. He was born in the 1980s. He was born in the 1980s. Do you offer takeout or delivery? Do you offer takeout or delivery? You shouldn't go against your mother. You shouldn't go against your mother. I don't pay after 4 evenings. I don't pay after 4 evenings. The train leaves at 9. The train leaves at 9. I was sorry. I was sorry. You may not insist annually. You may not insist annually. I'm not a crowd, I'm just curious. I'm not a crowd, I'm just curious. I will be doing. I will be doing. Is there a babysitting section in the store? Is there a babysitting section in the store? I wish I didn't have to get up early every day. I wish I didn't have to get up early every day. Do you serve homemade cocktails? Do you serve homemade cocktails? You should choose. You should choose. I include. I include. Coral reefs. Coral reefs. The Amazon rainforest is the world's largest tropical rainforest. The Amazon rainforest is the world's largest tropical rainforest. Is your friend a doctor? Is your friend a doctor? You were not the focus. You were not the focus. Has he designed it at home before? Has he designed it at home before? Didn't I create before? Didn't I create before? His nephew is an auditor. His nephew is an auditor. Couldn't she get dressed? Couldn't she get dressed? The team has won 2 championships in a row. The team has won 2 championships in a row. I'm a student. I'm a student. I'm tired, he said. I'm tired, he said. I'll have all the popcorn when the movie starts. I'll have all the popcorn when the movie starts. What is your favorite type of food? What is your favorite type of food? Didn't he specify then? Didn't he specify then? My stepson was an artist. My stepson was an artist. He lived in 5 different countries. He lived in 5 different countries. Our children are illusionists. Our children are illusionists. My children are mediators. My children are mediators. Can you tell me the time, please? Can you tell me the time, please? Starve to death. Starve to death. Do we have enough time to catch the train? Do we have enough time to catch the train? What is the character limit for this field? What is the character limit for this field? We congratulated ourselves for the successful event. We congratulated ourselves for the successful event. Won't they suffer every week? Won't they suffer every week? May I have a receipt, please? May I have a receipt, please? Was not suspicious. Was not suspicious. Can't I be a waitress sometimes? Can't I be a waitress sometimes? The meeting starts at 9 a.m. The meeting starts at 9 a.m. Do you have a laptop in hand? Do you have a laptop in hand? Do you carry any special items? Do you carry any special items? I love you. I love you. In its place. In its place. Should they repeat after 4 evenings? Should they repeat after 4 evenings? Good to see you again. Good to see you again. Your grandchildren were organizers. Your grandchildren were organizers. It won't stop every day. It won't stop every day. Can't fly? Can't fly? They look alike. They look alike. She should have done vocals before. She should have done vocals before. Inconsistency. Inconsistency. The contract was signed yesterday. The contract was signed yesterday. If the floor is not wet, I will go out. If the floor is not wet, I will go out. How much money do you have in your wallet? How much money do you have in your wallet? Take a shower when the sea comes home. Take a shower when the sea comes home. Am I the referee every day? Am I the referee every day? Don't I sometimes question? Don't I sometimes question? The blue pencil is cheaper than the red one. The blue pencil is cheaper than the red one. They had been working on the project together for months but still hadn't finished it. They had been working on the project together for months but still hadn't finished it. Ocean waves were hitting the shore. Ocean waves were hitting the shore. If he buys a ticket, he can enter the concert. If he buys a ticket, he can enter the concert. Elephants are the largest land animals. Elephants are the largest land animals. The percentage of smokers has decreased over the years. The percentage of smokers has decreased over the years. If it rains, take an umbrella. If it rains, take an umbrella. Aren't you hurting now? Aren't you hurting now? It is mixed. It is mixed. The government had the building inspected for safety. The government had the building inspected for safety. Our brother is a translator. Our brother is a translator. If they don't pay the bill, the electricity will be cut off. If they don't pay the bill, the electricity will be cut off. I have 2 shirts. The white one is clean but the blue one is dirty. I have 2 shirts. The white one is clean but the blue one is dirty. You should sell. You should sell. You haven't played for 10 years. You haven't played for 10 years. How much is a kilo of apples? How much is a kilo of apples? Disposition. Disposition. I'm stuffed. I'm stuffed. For our team. For our team. We're going to the zoo tomorrow. We're going to the zoo tomorrow. Forgive me. Forgive me. Not every year an esthetician. Not every year an esthetician. He will fix the broken chair. He will fix the broken chair. You will be an innkeeper for 2 weeks. You will be an innkeeper for 2 weeks. Slow. Slow. Can you please lower your voice? Can you please lower your voice? How old is your grandfather? How old is your grandfather? The concert had already started when we got there. The concert had already started when we got there. Whose room is this? Whose room is this? We watched a documentary on TV. We watched a documentary on TV. This is my book. This is my book. How exciting. How exciting. They rely on public transport. They rely on public transport. The man was very tall. The man was very tall. Take out a piece of paper. Take out a piece of paper. He may need your advice. He may need your advice. My kids whined. My kids whined. They must be plumbers. They must be plumbers. They had known each other for years before they became business partners. They had known each other for years before they became business partners. To hurry. To hurry. Will you plan for the next 5 days? Will you plan for the next 5 days? They have lived in this neighborhood for years. They have lived in this neighborhood for years. They have been traveling around Europe for a month. They have been traveling around Europe for a month. His stepfather is a surgeon. His stepfather is a surgeon. I have an appointment at 2 in the afternoon. I have an appointment at 2 in the afternoon. Can I have extra wasabi with my sushi? Can I have extra wasabi with my sushi? Can I use coupons for this purchase? Can I use coupons for this purchase? I think I have a problem speaking English. That's why I chose not to attend this meeting. I think I have a problem speaking English. That's why I chose not to attend this meeting. My lottery ticket is lost. My lottery ticket is lost. I can't wait. I can't wait. I think I'll be at your house in about 20 minutes. I think I'll be at your house in about 20 minutes. Did he come? Did he come? They use cars alternately on trips. They use cars alternately on trips. I will have dinner. I will have dinner. We are hydrologist. We are hydrologist. I ate eggs for breakfast. I ate eggs for breakfast. I'll be studying in the library at 6 o'clock tonight. I'll be studying in the library at 6 o'clock tonight. Is he hopeful? Is he hopeful? Did they succeed? Did they succeed? He orthopedist 4 p.m. He orthopedist 4 p.m. Snowstorm. Snowstorm. What kind of books do you read? What kind of books do you read? He would return 2 centuries later. He would return 2 centuries later. Can you become a psychologist every year? Can you become a psychologist every year? Although it was expensive, I decided to buy the car. Although it was expensive, I decided to buy the car. Separately. Separately. Check in at 3 a.m. Check in at 3 a.m. The team led by their captain won the championship. The team led by their captain won the championship. We bought a kilo of strawberries from the market. We bought a kilo of strawberries from the market. We will live in 5 years. We will live in 5 years. He needs to improve his English speaking skills. He needs to improve his English speaking skills. Product specifications were insufficient to meet customer demands. Product specifications were insufficient to meet customer demands. Computer on the table. Computer on the table. There is no chair in the room. There is no chair in the room. We're going to celebrate Halloween with a costume party. We're going to celebrate Halloween with a costume party. Can you give us advice? Can you give us advice? Was her sister a scavenger? Was her sister a scavenger? We can manage normally. We can manage normally. We had the broken lock replaced with a locksmith. We had the broken lock replaced with a locksmith. Can I have fried rice with my meal? Can I have fried rice with my meal? How long will you stay in the country? How long will you stay in the country? They said we will move to a bigger flat next month. They said we will move to a bigger flat next month. Can become a journeyman immediately. Can become a journeyman immediately. School ends at 3. School ends at 3. Do they need to guess? Do they need to guess? They hate doing homework. They hate doing homework. Write 5 book titles on health and wellness. Write 5 book titles on health and wellness. I will go to the shop tomorrow. I will go to the shop tomorrow. I'm not very happy with this situation. I'm not very happy with this situation. This is her favorite movie. This is her favorite movie. She started learning to cook a month ago. She started learning to cook a month ago. The teacher gave a lesson. The teacher gave a lesson. Was his stepson a hematologist? Was his stepson a hematologist? They were practicing their dance routine for a competition. They were practicing their dance routine for a competition. I believe in my ability to overcome obstacles, even when challenging. I believe in my ability to overcome obstacles, even when challenging. Do you usually feed? Do you usually feed? Should we take? Should we take? Why did you go to school? Why did you go to school? I sleep 8 hours every night. I sleep 8 hours every night. Wouldn't you be a civil engineer in 2 days? Wouldn't you be a civil engineer in 2 days? Mostly. Mostly. I will start a new hobby next month. I will start a new hobby next month. The project was completed on time. The project was completed on time. I'll take the express bus to save time. I'll take the express bus to save time. I'm going to high school. I'm going to high school. Our neighbors are friends. Our neighbors are friends. Take it back. Take it back. Let's set some goals for the next quarter. Let's set some goals for the next quarter. They may not have enough time to finish. They may not have enough time to finish. Develop competence. Develop competence. They don't sign every week. They don't sign every week. It was like. It was like. It's all part of the job. It's all part of the job. How to prepare duck for dinner. How to prepare duck for dinner. Was her grandmother a freelancer? Was her grandmother a freelancer? They want to learn to play the guitar. They want to learn to play the guitar. My book is bigger than your book. My book is bigger than your book. I shouldn't wear. I shouldn't wear. That daily incentive? That daily incentive? He could learn to speak Spanish. He could learn to speak Spanish. Didn't pay. Didn't pay. Have you filled out the patient forms? Have you filled out the patient forms? Should be encouraged every day. Should be encouraged every day. May 13th. May 13th. Placeholder text is only temporary. Placeholder text is only temporary. Can we set up a meeting to discuss this further? Can we set up a meeting to discuss this further? He can call you later. He can call you later. He muttered. He muttered. They cook for their families every night. They cook for their families every night. To separate. To separate. Does he have a bike? Does he have a bike? He read a book before going to bed. He read a book before going to bed. He sat on the bench in the park and read a book. He sat on the bench in the park and read a book. He would go to bed after 3 years. He would go to bed after 3 years. He goes to bed early. He goes to bed early. Sarah has been taking dance lessons for a year. Sarah has been taking dance lessons for a year.